So I apologize for that. I had a power outage. Like, the power just, like, shut down and then went back on. I think it's because it's raining. Like, it just started. Let me show you guys. So, it was sunny like 10 seconds ago, and now it's not. It's a little crazy, but that's weather in Arizona. What are you gonna do about it, right? So, I don't know, because I literally just, it shut down on me, I don't know what's saved and what hasn't. So, we're gonna see if I still have, if I have to redo all that over again, or if we can just get right into it. Let's see now. Oh, you know what? And let's go to the shop really quick, because sometimes we get... we can do 5 of these. We're going to do max. Always buy these because you can upgrade your character with those. But now I'm looking for the free stuff. Tin Can, good to see you. Hope you had a good sleep last night. So, I'm back after playing for like 30 minutes, and then my entire power just went out because of the rain that just started up like 10 seconds ago. Literally, it just started pouring. Where's my cat? Is my cat over here? He's chilling in his... My cat's chilling in the bigger cat tree, which I got for him just a little while ago. Nah, unfortunately, because the cat is over by the window and not over here, there is no cat stream today unless he decides to grace us with his presence. You know cats. They never do anything they don't want to do. So let's see. Yep, I think we might need to redo the whole thing. No, we don't need to redo it, but we do need to get a little farther. I already read like all of this.
Was that Mia?
It is. I think he's... Oh, and... It's still raining. I just can't hear anymore because of my kids. But let's quickly skip through all this because I've already read this and I'm not doing it twice.
Wait, is that?
Quickly.
Is this like according to the... How did it know wires? Is it a hologram theory or not?
Oh, definitely more rage than fear. So I think I
Made it.
skipped a little too far, but whatever. We're still good. While Mia was still locked in her one-sided standoff with SPHL-12, Sirius jogged up behind me and Fenny, breathless. So hopefully my cat will at some point come over this way so that we can get more of him in my stream. Now that the players had all assembled, Mia had no choice but to snap back into her role as the game master. She shot a frustrated glare at the blob, clearly scrambling to improvise on the fly.
The investigators, silver dust in hand, have arrived at the hotel lobby, ready for the exorcism ritual. But to their surprise, It, the being known as the Whisperer, has already manifested, awaiting their arrival. Why would that be? Why indeed?
I think she's confused. Mia licked her lips nervously, eyes darting left and right as she scrambled for a save. Even her hair-tufted ears gave a few twitches, only to droop again in resigned defeat. Clearly, her mind was tying itself into knots.
How am I supposed to make this work?
While Mia fumbled for a fix, I turned my focus to the blob. It floated there lazily, seemingly uninterested in us. But in truth, it was slowly inching closer. A halo of phosphorescent powder began to shimmer faintly in the air around it. Mia. Before I could warn her, she suddenly lunged forward and landed a clean punch right on the spore's surface. The blob caved inward with the impact, quivered like jelly, then bounced right back.
Not bad. She has potential as an investigator.
Is this really the time for that, Narita?
Wait, it's not a hologram? Huh, it's all squishy and bouncy.
Squishy.
Whatever. This still isn't your cue. Go away. When it's time for the final boss battle, I'll give the signal. Got it?
I like that she's talking to this thing. The blob gave a few wobbly rolls, then started to swell. That's when I caught the scent of danger in the air. Narita! No further instruction was needed. In a blur, Narita reacted. Shadowy ribbons shot out, coiling tightly around Mia's waist. In a flash, she was yanked out of the danger zone. Well, maybe danger zone was a stretch. Penny and Cirrus looked more relaxed than worried. Penny cracked her knuckles, looking like she was about to spike the spore like a volleyball. Cirrus, meanwhile, calmly pulled the regression enzyme syringe from her pocket. As if noticing our casual disregard, the spore swiftly shot upward, growing in mass by the second. And in the next heartbeat, it launched a full-on assault. Bro, I'm getting assaulted by a fucking spore. What the hell? Alright, and I'm actually getting to play now. Yay! Woo! I'm Jess Fenny. Alright. I can be Jess Fenny. I don't mind this. I'll sneeze you away, huh? Trespassers must... The fuck?
Adjutant, should we do as planned? That'll trick again. Too bad. It won't work on me anymore. Back in the growth pod we go. This heat is unacceptable. I want ice cream after this. Still the opening act. All of you, down!
Alright, let's see. I think this is the first time I've used her ultimate.
Can't touch this.
Bro, Fanny kind of kills. She slays. Holy shit.
hit the showers
There we go.
together?
That might be the easiest boss battle I've ever done so
Not
far.
too bad, huh?
This one? We're getting this one right here? Because I like this. I'm not going to lie. I like this, this Fenny. Complete mission within 300 seconds. Oh, yeah, I got that. I got all those.
All right, little guy. You've caused enough trouble. Time to take you home.
Fenny walked toward the SPHL12 spore with a bright smile, the syringe needle glinting ominously in her hand. Ah. Well, so, and I have Fenny Pure Heart. Per unit is... Okay. I need to figure out where I get my units. The blue blob trembled in fear, wobbling as if trying to flee, but Fenny snatched it firmly and plunged the syringe in. As the regression enzyme seeped in, the spore began its transformation. Its plump form quickly shrank, its surface crinkling and losing its sheen, until it curled into a tiny seed no bigger than a pea, resting quietly in Fenny's palm. Fenny cupped her hands around it securely, as if afraid a breeze might carry it away.
All done. We'll put it back in a growth pod so it can be returned to Genora Biotech.
Someone's hungry. A sudden noise echoed through the quiet space, and Fenny's face instantly turned a faint red. She started to rub her stomach, paused, and shot me a teasing look.
Hold on. That wasn't my stomach growling. Actually, that was me.
Oh, guess Cirrus is the hungry one. Cirrus scratched the back of her head, smiling sheepishly. Oh, my long weekend. Bro, that's awesome. How are you enjoying your Thanksgiving long weekend? And what are you doing to enjoy it? It's getting late. Enya and the others have probably finished making dinner.
Then, let's head back to the water park and tell Clarina to get her team on a full sweep of the complex, just in case. I don't need another one of these plump troublemakers popping up while I'm trying to sleep tonight.
Relax. She's already on it. Oh. As soon as we returned to the water park, the aroma of grilled meat mixed with sea salt drifted over us, making our hunger impossible to ignore. Mia, Narita, and Acacia were already waiting by the elevator. Narita stood as cool and composed as ever, while the other two girls looked visibly anxious. The moment they saw me, they visibly relaxed, then both of them dashed over.
Adjutant! I'm so sorry! I totally didn't realize that thing wasn't a prop!
Poor girl, she's just a normal civilian in all this.
I almost got you guys into a huge mess!
Mia clasped her palms together above her head and bowed repeatedly, looking genuinely sorry. It's okay. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. You didn't look scared at all.
Huh? Scared? Of course not! I mean, I had you and the manifestations by my side. I couldn't feel safer. And next time, I hope I get to fight alongside you guys again!
Had a fire Saturday. Friends and some game. What? It's snowing where you live? I'm jelly, bro. I am so jealous. We never get snow where I live. Like, Arizona snows a bit further up north. We do get snow, but where I live specifically, like the Phoenix area, we're lucky if we get like less than an inch of snow. I remember a long time ago when I was 5th grade, it snowed, but it was literally like not even an inch of snow on the ground. It only snowed for like 1 hour, and it's like a few speckles dotting the ground before they melted. She clasped her hands over her heart, rising onto her toes, eyes sparkling with excitement. Not every enemy is as easy as SPHL-12. Don't think every battle is a walk in the park. Get dangerous.
Oh, got it.
Mia offered an awkward little smile and scratched at her ears, her eyes darting nervously as she scrambled to change the subject.
You know, it's a shame we didn't finish the final scene of Tabletop Expedition.
I'll wait until this ice is melted. I glanced at Acacia. To my surprise, she didn't seem all that disappointed. Sorry we didn't complete the session.
I apologize. I'd never blame you over something like that. The game's whatever. What really matters is you're okay.
She folded her arms, and her last 2 words came out softly, barely louder than a whisper. Even though the session ended early, I've still got a few comments I'd love to tell the producer in person.
Huh? Okay, but go easy on me.
On your life. She raised a brow and tilted her head, like she wanted to look away but couldn't help listening in. Like a producer with so many legendary hits would be afraid of a bit of honest feedback. So, here's my feedback.
What?
Acacia froze. Surprise flickered across her face, melting quickly into quiet joy. She hastily uncrossed her arms, hands awkwardly drifting, unsure of where to rest. What? Shouldn't the dev test her own game?
But you said you want to play with me?
Yeah. Instead of writing a post-session review, I'd rather turn to you right then and there and give you real-time feedback.
What kind of feedback?
On how creative your ideas are, how much fun I had playing. Miss Producer, don't bury yourself in work all the time. Hop in with the players once in a while, will you? Her cheeks flushed even deeper. She bit her lower lip, but the joy in her eyes was unmistakable.
Got it. Next time, I'll join you too.
It's a date. While Acacia and I were talking, Fenny and Cirrus had already cornered Chernow and Mersalt.
Huh? I could have sworn I saw Merso earlier.
Merso. I keep forgetting it's Merso, not Mersalt.
Yeah, same. You two really freaked me out.
Did we? I'm so sorry.
Chernow's voice was gentle and apologetic, her brows knitting in guilt. Merso, on the other hand, looked downright pleased.
Guess our acting was pretty convincing, huh? We were able to show up together because Acacia pre-recorded us, and then...
So wait, are they like the same person? Like a split personality that's somehow a holographic image or something? I don't get it. I'm honestly glad it's not just me. Like, I don't know. I feel like the way they spell it just seems like a Mersalt to me.
Appearing at the same time was fun and all, but I still like it best when only the adjutant can see me. It just feels more exclusive.
You all must be starving. Enya says dinner's ready.
Don't say any of it. I'm just complaining right now because all of this backstory is still like completely unknown to me since I'm not since I haven't played the beginning yet. Drawn by Marianne's call and the mouth-watering aroma, we made our way toward the seaside seating, ready for a feast. We gathered around a makeshift table near the water, the gentle sea breeze brushing past. So much backstory, and I don't have any of it. I'm not salty, by the way. Not at all. Not at all. Why would you think I'm salty? This isn't salt. Benny sank her teeth into a perfectly grilled kebab and squinted with delight after just one bite.
Anya's cooking really hits the spot. Oh, that's hot.
Cirrus blew on her fingers, trying to cool them, but not once did she let go of the honey-glazed corn cob. As we savored this rare, peaceful moment, sparks of light began to climb into the night sky. Then came a burst, fireworks trailing brilliant arcs like shooting stars across the dark. One dazzling bloom after another lit up the night. The food gradually disappeared and everyone leaned back, bellies full. I feel like my voice is a little strained right now. I was watching the glittering trails slowly dance across the sky. Still brilliant, but now gentler in rhythm, when Cirrus quietly stepped up beside me.
Adjutant, like I said earlier, could we have a moment? Just the two of us?
And let me guess. This is about your jet board, isn't it? Little goldfish.
Huh? Kind of. How'd you know?
I pointed at the gear strapped to her back, offering a smile. Why else would you be lugging it around? The jet board stayed strapped in place, which meant her soft little hands were free to hold mine. So is Little Goldfish my nickname for her? Is that what the adjutant calls her? Because I don't think he called her that before. We wandered off to a quiet clearing, just the two of us. Moonlight spilled like silver, and the breeze off the sea was soft, perfect for a heart-to-heart. So, what is it you wanted to tell me, Cirrus?
Well, you already guessed the first part. Thanks to your training, I've totally gotten the hang of riding my jet board.
Really?
I could even take you for a ride.
Once I stepped onto the jet board, Cirrus gently took my hands and placed them at her waist. It felt just like that day when I taught her to surf. Same stance, same closeness. Bruh, you are making me cry by telling me all this. I kind of figured as much. I was more commenting on the use of little, though. Like, Little Lioness, Little Goldfish. Now I'm wondering who else is Little. Does he have a nickname for life, by the way? I'm curious about that. Does he call her Little something? Little Ice Queen? I don't know if he'd call her that.
The way you taught me, it's like my body remembered it all. Now, it just comes naturally.
With a soft hum, the jetboard rose steadily under her control. At first, we hovered a few meters off the ground, then glided smoothly over the sea. The night breeze brushed past, tinged with salt, and the soft, sweet scent of Cirrus. Dragon Forge Works. That is impressive that you are watching on two different platforms. Kind of crazy. It's going well. I'm just playing. It's called Snowbreak Containment Zone, and it is a harem waifu RPG shooter game. I don't know what it's about. Other than that, something about trees and I have to absorb them to save the world. Unfortunately, the game starts you off like at the end game. So I am playing the last chapters and I have not even played chapter 1 yet. Don't know what that's about. If at all possible, I would love to complain to them. I really would. If they had like an email, I would send them a 20-page long complaint about how fucked up this is. But it's whatever. I couldn't help leaning in, resting my head gently against her neck. You are amazing, Cirrus.
Am I?
Spurred on by my praise, she grew more confident. Hi, Anime, how you doing? How was your weekend? She dipped and swerved above the water with grace, tracing elegant arcs, even spinning mid-air to face me, her eyes locking with mine. And yet, the jetboard held steady. Still in bed, bruh. I've been out of bed for hours now. We actually got back from, my cat and I mean, Daiki and I, we got back from, checking inventory for my Shopify. Playing the endgame first? Yeah, I don't get it. So, like, what happened was, I started playing this about 4 days ago. And it's a swimsuit, by the way, swimsuit. This is like the beach episode in an anime. But I started playing this game about 4 days ago, and they start you on chapter 14 instead of chapter 1. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's a whole lot of backstory that I am missing. Best Buy doesn't have good mouse pads, though. If you really want a good mouse pad, let me show you a good mouse pad. I think there's a... I'm pretty sure there's a Roxy McGurdia mouse pad. Let me see here. There we go. So, this thing right here, I would highly recommend this mouse pad. This is a good mouse pad for you. Can you see it? Buy that. Oh, actually, I also really like this one too. Hang on. This one's actually kind of... I don't know where you get that, though. I'm just looking it up on Google. Time slipped quietly past as we soared, until at last, we touched down on the shore's gentle shallows, fully satisfied. Dobby plays, you are most welcome. Unfortunately, because Roxy is flat as a board, you don't get a good booby mousepad for her. If you want booby mousepads, I suggest Adult Eris. Adult Eris will likely have lots of mousepads come out. Sirius looked up at the quiet night sky, her voice tinged with soft disappointment.
Oh, the fireworks are gone. I was hoping to tell you the second thing under all that romantic glow.
Then maybe this'll do. I pulled out a sparkler from my pocket, slipped there by one of the girls during all the earlier goofing around.
It's so cute!
I don't know much about crosshair mousepads. The one I'm using is it's a Freyren mousepad. Oh, so like a really long one? Hmm. Oh, Corsair. Not Crosshair. Okay. Corsair. As a gentle sizzle came to life, golden sparks leapt from the tip, as if eagerly awaiting what Cirrus had to say.
The second thing I wanted to tell you is... I remembered how we first met.
Thought she was gonna say I love you.
You once saved me out in the sea.
$30 isn't bad for a mouse pad. I think the one I got was free, but it came with my my PC. Just then, another firework bloomed in the far-off sky, echoing the soft flicker of light in our hands. Oh man, am I not wearing sunglasses right now? Crazy. And that moment of brilliance, the memory of that summer day returned to me, the girl drowning in the sea. Something inside clicked quietly into place. All those scattered fragments, tucked away in memory, slowly pieced themselves back together, forming a whole. Nice. I'll check it out when I have time. I rarely go on Twitter anymore, but I will check it out when I have the time. That girl? Was you Cirrus? I'm sorry. I was so focused on saving you, I didn't really get a good look. And afterward, I guess it just slipped my mind. Cirrus gave a gentle shake of her head, a soft smile curling at her lips. Now, that's sort of what you should be doing. Just tweet whatever the fuck you want. I just don't like scrolling. I think when you browse too much, you see like too many depressing things on Twitter. Social media in general, honestly, but 4.8 out of 5. The Micro Center, nice.
It's okay if you don't remember. It was a long time ago after all.
Fruit of the Mongos, yo! Hang on, I'm crunching on some ice.
I just wanted to tell you.
I hope
I've
you're
loved you
doing
ever
well.
Since the moment I first saw you.
The sad thing about what you just said, Die Anime, is as much as I hate AI, it's actually true. Which is very disappointed. Like, very, very disappointing.
It might sound childish. Love at first sight and all that. But I can prove that feeling was real. Even now, with this incurable amnesia.
I hope at some point I'll be able to play Chapter 1 so I can figure out why she's got amnesia.
I've etched every moment we've shared deep into my soul.
Nice. I'm doing alright. I've been working most of the day. My cat and I actually spent a good few hours doing inventory checks at my storage space to see what books I'm missing for my Shopify. So I had to order $500 worth of books because I'm sold out of my several volumes for my American Kitsune bundle. So we've been out running errands. We just got back at like 12 o'clock today.
That's what led me back to you. to
I
our
will
first
say,
meeting.
One Punch Man Season
Orange
1 is
again.
really fun. But Seasons 2 was very mid. And Episode 1 of Season 3 is kind of ass. Yeah, so, I finished Chapter 14, Rafnar, and the Legacy tab is locked. I have to finish Chapter 15.
And even after everything, after all the time we've spent together, that spark from the very beginning. I needed you to know it was always there.
Ooh. I think this might be like the first time we've actually seen a kiss visually represented. Then, slowly, she rose onto her toes and pressed her lips to mine. All the unspoken love, all the silent yearning. It flowed into that single, tender kiss. The world around us blurred and fell away, until only the quiet rhythm of our heartbeats something. When we finally pulled apart, her cheeks were flushed and her eyes shimmered, brimming with emotion. The English voices aren't bad. I feel like they're a little emotionless, but when it comes to video games, I generally prefer English, even if the English voices aren't necessarily as good as the Japanese ones. I don't think Snowbreak is Snowbreak even Japanese?
Actually, there's one more thing.
Oh? What is it? She didn't answer right away. Just gave a slight smile and reached out her hand. That's what I was thinking. I feel like China's kind of got the stranglehold on any sort of gacha games. So like, you know, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Love in Deep Space, Snowbreak. Like they have so many. Of course, Japan does have Fate Grand Order, I think. But that's like the only one. That's the only one I. Oh, Brown Dust does something. Brown Dust. I think it's Brown Dust. No, maybe. I don't remember what it's called, but I know there's one Dust something or other. But like outside of that and. That's what I was thinking. Well, so that's the one that I know of the most is FGO. And then, you know, Blue Archive is actually Korean. Like, everyone thinks it's Japanese. No, it's Korean. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I want to look this up now. I'm fairly certain it's Korean. Blue Archive. Blue Archive is an RPG mobile title developed by Nat Games, published by Nexon KR Global. So, not Reddit. I don't care about Reddit. It's over here really quick. So, Blue Archives. Brown Dust. So, it is Brown Dust. Uma Musume is Japanese. Yes, so Uma Musume is another one. So Nexon Games. So Nexon Games is, yep, Korean. So Blue Archive is Korean. No, I thought Brown Dust 2 was Japanese. A turn-based strategy developed by Gamps N. Korean. So it is Korean as well. So yeah. Like literally, literally, the only games that Japan has that are like gotcha games that they have that are significant is FGO. FGO and Uma Musume are it. So in China you've got, Genshin, Honkai, Wuthering Waves, Azure Lane, Love and Deep Space, and I think there are a few more. And then in Korea, Girls Frontline. I think Girls Frontline is. Girls Frontline is made by Sunborn Japan. So Girls Frontline is also Japanese. Yep, there. I mean, so Dragon Forge Works, that's kind of what China does. Like, no offense to China. I honestly do think they're, all things considered. But a lot of what they do is, they take ideas that they realize will make money, and then they perfect it. In fact, America gave them the ability to perfect their manufacturing process. Like, because we outsourced, a lot of companies outsourced all of their work to China to make products. China now has one of the most powerful. Let me turn this down. I can't hear this. It has one of the most powerful production infrastructures, and meanwhile, America can't produce shit on our own anymore, and everything we produce is overpriced because we don't have an infrastructure to build things. That's why nearly everything that we get from China and Thailand. So, but they have been insanely smart about building up their infrastructure. I wouldn't call it a lecture. I don't know enough to lecture anybody on this. I just know like the very basics and have an opinion. But that's also why Trump has been trying to like force foreign companies to build like production facilities in America. That's why he's been doing that whole tariff thing, so that they'll start producing stuff here in America instead of in other nations. I mean, the thing about China is that we let them. We let them do what they want. We gave them the means to build up their infrastructure, and because it was cheaper than building things at home, we kept doing it, and they kept expanding, and now America is seeing a huge decline in their economy because we have been relying on exports for so many things. Like the body pillows that you can buy from me, those are made in China. The chibi keychains that you can buy from me, China. This wireless phone. This wireless phone adapter. It's like a multi-adapter where you can charge your phone, your smartwatch, and your smart headphones. China. So, anyways, at the end of the day, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with having stuff produced in China, but it's unfortunate that America's economy and infrastructure and production infrastructure has suffered as a result of the laziness and greediness of corporate America. Anyways, let's not talk about economics and shit. Let's just get to the story. Let's do the waifus. I will say, as far as waifu games go, China's definitely got the winner. They're the winners in my books. I have heard about the robotic birthing pods. The moment our fingers entwined, she suddenly yanked me into the shallows, sending us both tumbling into the waves. Fireworks danced overhead, their reflections mingling with silver moonlight on the water, until both melted gently into the ripples around us.
I want you to remember me. Not just in your mind, but in your body.
Yes, ma'am.
And remember, this summer we shared together.
Love brimmed in her eyes, spilling into the sea like foam. Her lips were cool to the touch, but they only stoked the warmth within. Beneath the waves, fish darted through the coral, chasing milk-white beads scattered in the water. Without a doubt, my body had etched this moment into itself, deeper than memory could reach. Wait, milk-white beads. Milk-white beads, is that what I think it is? Because, bro, what the... I'm impressed. If that is what I think it is, that's impressive.
Huh?
Confusion flickered across her face. In the next instant, light and warmth exploded behind her eyes, dazzling streams of iridescence plunging deep into her awareness. Captain D. Bro, how are you doing? I am surprised to see you on my stream. Thought you'd be playing, like, Space Marine 2. Though night still cloaked the world, those radiant blooms made it feel like midday. They were, without question, the most beautiful fireworks she had ever seen. I'm pretty sure we just had sex on the beach. I'm fairly certain we just had sex on the beach. Silk Song, how is that game? I heard it was pretty good. I've seen a lot of people playing it. I've seen a lot of artwork too, but most of it's like loot art. Alright, we're gonna get the strawberries in this. I got it. But also very hard. The first game is mandatory tutorial, as it assumes you've played. Okay, maybe not a game for me. I'm more of a casual. I'm a filthy casual when it comes to games. That sounds hard. Wait, what kind of game is Silk Song even? I've never seen it played. I've only seen like the art and other people talk about it. By the time Cirrus and I made it back to the water park, the place was still buzzing with life. Hollow Knight is a Metroid baby. The girls had rigged up lights and a makeshift stage on the beach. taking turns showing off their singing talents. At the mic now was our game master, Mia, the girl who had been with us through all of today's chaos. But you wouldn't know it from the look on her face. If anything, she seemed perfectly at ease, commanding the stage as the manifestations cheered her on, like she'd always been one of them. Oh, Metroid. Interesting. Is it on Steam? The girls waved their glow sticks in sync with the beat, pouring every drop of joy into this summer night. The whole beach shimmered with color, but somehow, I still felt a warm shade of gold missing from the scene. Fenny. They're talking about Fenny. Up with abilities. Got it, okay. So, I don't know if I'll get it yet. I mean, I'm playing so many games that I don't know if I should add another one, but I see so much of it that I'm curious. Trusting my instincts, I slipped away from the crowd and back to the undersea hotel, soon arriving at Fenny's door. I rang the bell. It swung open almost at once, and the soft scent of body wash drifted out. Warm and sweet. Recommend the first one before even trying Silk Song. Okay, so play Hollow Knight before playing Silk Song. Got it. Alright, I'll look at Hollow Knight before Silk Song then. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a nice image of Fenny in a bath towel. Steam curled into the light, glowing like a halo. And there she stood, right at its center.
I knew it! My darling just can't stand being apart from me, even
Ooh.
for a minute. I only came back for a quick shower and you're already at my door.
This is definitely my favorite swimsuit. Her voice lifted playfully at the end, that last lilt dripping with coy affection. A quick shower, huh? She brushed it off like it was nothing, but every detail told a different story. From the flawless makeup to the brand new swimsuit, it was obvious she had taken her time. Just as I'd expected, she looked breathtaking. Actually, she would be a lifeguard, I think. Toys are good too. Not all of it is just handed to you. Ah. So, sort of like how you gain the items in Elden Ring, and they have lore behind them, and through the lore of the items, you piece together the... So, basically what I'm hearing is I'm going to be looking up a lot of YouTube videos that explain things to me, because I'm dumb. But it's okay. I'll look into it for sure. Every cut framed her curves with perfect precision. Every line tailored to dazzle. Busted, Fenny gave a sheepish grin, a soft blush blooming across her cheeks.
Okay, I admit it wasn't just a shower.
Yeah, I'll have to do a lot of lore videos. Even for like Elden Ring, I had to do watch so many lore videos to sort of understand how it all fits together. I'm not good at piecing things together like that, so... She twirled on bare feet, gliding deeper into the room, her eyes bright with temptation. I closed the door behind us. Even with the air conditioner humming, the room felt warmer than the air outside. A few steps in, something soft brushed beneath my foot. I looked down. Rose petals scattered across the floor. She spun around and flopped back onto the bed with a graceful bounce, petals rising and falling in her wake.
I set all this up just for you.
Her giggle was soft, tinged with pride. You talking to me? We both know I don't write thrillers or mysteries. That's obvious. I'm a harem writer. Maybe I could write a thriller harem. Who knows? I could see it. Every inch of the room had been touched with care. Candlelight flickered gently across the walls. A subtle perfume hung in the air, sweet and intoxicating. Even the sheets had been changed. Silk, shimmering faintly in the warm glow. You did all this? With all this effort, don't you think one night feels a little too short? I stepped closer, feeling her heartbeat quicken. Her fingers traced a bold path down my neck, continuing further until they paused somewhere undeniably suggestive. So what it is, I'm not good at piecing things together. So if you give me a game, and I just realized D rated me with a party of 4. So we got 4 extra people here. Hello, 4 extra peeps. So what it is, I'm not good at like piecing things together in a game. So if you give me like a game where you have like items and each item has its own lore, and this lore, when combined, forms like the pieces of a puzzle, and you sort of have to connect them all to get the full picture, I can't do that. I could probably write that because I'm the one making the pieces, but I can't piece things together that way when you give them to me. And nah, I don't think I'm gonna do harem horror. I don't even know how you do harem horror, honestly. Like Doki Doki Literature Club was wild and messy. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Continuing further until they paused somewhere undeniably suggestive. Each touch sparked against my skin until even the silence between us felt charged. Then she rose slightly, her lips grazing my ear, breath warm and intoxicating.
Darling, I've been thinking.
I definitely prefer, like, so as a writer myself, I definitely prefer the simpler slice of life harem stuff, or like action harem. About what?
You said you never get tired of me. Still, I wanted to try to surprise you, to keep the spark alive, like this. Do you like it?
Her voice softened to a whisper. Her eyes shimmered both anticipation. In her eyes shimmered both anticipation and the slightest flicker of uncertainty. You know what that idea reminds me of, Dragon Forge, is and I'm barely I don't know if you actually got the idea from this, but My Dress Up Darling, the horror game that they did the cosplay for in season 2, with the nuns being killed off one by one, and it's one of the nuns, and then you find out at the very end that it was actually the sister who was trying to find off who was killing the other nuns all along. The main character was the killer in the end. But there are other ways to keep things exciting. You don't have to always go out of your way for me, Fanny.
Huh? What other ways?
We can try new things together. That way, we'll build up a collection of firsts of our own. Pretty exciting, wouldn't you say? Pick up, Fanny. The sudden lift threw her off balance, and she wrapped her legs tight around my waist without thinking. I was the only thing keeping her steady. I kind of figured that's where you got the idea. I will be honest, Fukuda Sensei's ability to create worlds within her original world is masterful. Like, every single cosplay that they do in My Dress Up Darling has like its own little lore that makes me wish I knew more about those characters. It's really cool. For instance, we could try something we both enjoy. Underwater. Holding her close, I carried her to the window of the undersea room. I pressed her gently against the glass. Beyond it, the deep blue of the ocean stretched endlessly. Inside, the air shimmered with rising heat.
So cold, and yet so hot.
Her voice trembled, caught between a gasp and a groan of pleasure. The chill of glass kissed her bare skin, sparking contrast with the warmth flooding her from within. The clashing sensations sent her thoughts spinning. Through the glass, her gaze landed on a large clam, its pale curve steeped in the ocean's dusky blues. Yet within, the pearl glowed softly, as if wrapped in heat, licked gently by fire. She turned her face away with quiet shyness, lashes fluttering as her eyes slipped shut. Do you know how beautiful you look right now, my little lioness?
Huh? I wouldn't know.
There's a window right there. Is that a window? Right here. I don't know if this is like a window within the actual scene or if we're seeing this so we can see her face. She shook her head faintly, the motion sending a ripple through the rest of her frame. I paused. The sudden stillness caught her off guard. Her eyes found mine, dazed, unfocused, as if her mind hadn't caught up yet. But slowly, that look softened, melting into something tender, fleeting, and achingly full of longing. Lift her chin. I reached for her chin, guiding her face to mine, gently pulling her out of that trance. Over my shoulder, her gaze caught on the vanity mirror behind me. Okay, so that is actually a mirror within the setting. She had never seen herself like this. The delicate blend of shyness and rapture on her face surprised even her. It was terribly embarrassing. The thought flickered across her mind, only to be swept away by something far sweeter. The thrill of a first time. But unlike before, it wasn't fumbling alone. This time, she could explore it all with the man she loved. At the peak of her pleasure, Benny felt herself dissolve into the ocean beyond the glass. Wave after wave surged through her, until her thoughts slipped free, rising like bubbles, light and sweet. So, having read through a lot of this now, I can say that this is probably like the closest men will get to a game like Love in Deep Space. Which is sad. I honestly wish there were, I wish this game had more actual scenes rather than like this light novel or this visual novel-esque storytelling format. Like, I'm sure half the reason is because of funding. But It would be way cooler if they actually animated these scenes. My little lioness lay draped across the pillow, sweat slicked and spent, her gaze still dreamy. Feel like hopping in the shower with me?
You go ahead, darling. I need a moment to recover.
Only half her face peeked out from behind the pillow as she gave me a lazy nudge toward the bathroom. I still caught the curl of a smug little smile, one I chose to graciously ignore. Just as steam began to rise, my terminal buzzed. A cryptic, almost eerie message lit up on the screen.
Dear guest, we're sorry you failed to properly exorcise the monster lurking within the hotel. But not to worry. When the clock strikes midnight, you too shall become part of the hotel.
Well, hopefully at some point I will be able to get those interactable scenes. How do I get
Together
those?
with everyone else, forever and ever.
Are those the things I have to buy? So I have to actually buy them. Well, okay. Well, I'll look into them and see which ones are worth buying. I don't really know which ones are worth buying, but they sound a little expensive to me. And I'm not made of money. Right on cue, a chime rang through the room. 12 tolls in total. But the sound wasn't deep or sonorous like a real clock bell. It was flat, obviously pre-recorded. I poked my head out of the bathroom, and sure enough, Penny stood there, smirking with a mini speaker in her hand.
Everyone's already on their way over. Sure, it's a bad ending, but we all agreed a story with closure is still a good story.
A good story, huh? Even if it means sharing me with the others. Doesn't sound like the little lioness I know. He answered my teasing with a soft, satisfied smile.
Well, I've sealed the covenant vow with you. I already got a head start. Besides, I'll be wrapped in a sweet, fiery romance with you every single day. So for now, I'll let them borrow you. Just for a little while.
Man, the adjutant is being passed around. And right as she said it, I heard soft whispers just outside the door.
This is the room. You're up, Vidya.
A harsh, grating noise followed as 4 deep lines etched themselves into the door, slowly carving out a rectangular hole. Are we gonna get a reference for The Shining here? Yep. Okay. The Shining. Here's Johnny. Or no. Was it Here's Johnny? Here's Johnny. Yes, it is. Here's Johnny. The Shining. Yep. Okay. I got that right. 3 eager faces popped into the newly cut window. Cheeks squished together. Eyes gleaming with mischief and excitement. I'm just gonna say the best reference for the Here's Johnny, The Shining reference was the one with Nano from the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You.
Adjutant, we've come to get you. Ready to stay with us forever?
She purred the lines like a villainess in some classic horror flick, reaching through the hole to fumble for the lock. Problem was, Vidya had curved the hole way too high. Acacia's arm couldn't reach.
Huh? Why can't I reach it?
Because you're short. Aren't ghosts supposed to phase through doors? Why are you even trying to reach the lock?
Let me try. I've got longer arms.
The trio squirmed and switched positions at the hole in the door, rotating in and out of view in a comically chaotic shuffle. What should have been a spooky scene ended up downright adorable. Laughing, I walked over and opened the door myself. Just the three of you? Where's the rest?
On their way. The second flight just landed. We're the advanced team here to arrest you. Be a good boy, Adjutant.
Forever and ever.
I raised both hands in mock surrender. I know. Forever and ever, I'll stay with all of you. Soon, the rest of the girls trickled in, one after another, until the room was bursting with giggles and playful chaos. They swarmed me, eyes glinting with glee and mischief, already scheming up the perfect bad ending punishment. Looked like it was going to be a long, sleepless night, overflowing with laughter and sweetness. And there we go. Is that it? Yeah. So all we've got left... Oh, no. It looks like there's actually more left. Holy shit, this is long.
Flight A4359
Oh, no, maybe
to
not.
New Hentaro will be landing in approximately 30 minutes. Please ensure your...
So, I'm gonna say this. I heard that as New Hentaro. The announcement echoed through the cabin as Mia glanced at the time on her terminal. It had been nearly 2 hours since she had left Heliora C, and left him. So why was her face still burning? Just then, a flight attendant walked by. Mia quickly flagged her down.
Can I get a cup of ice, please?
You mean an ice drink, miss?
No. Just the ice, please.
Sure thing.
The moment the cup of ice cubes landed in her hands, Mia pressed it straight to her cheek.
What was I thinking? I can't believe I actually said that. Oh, it was totally embarrassing.
Why is she covered in shadows? Just role-playing that morning's events made her cheeks flare up all over again. Hoping to distract herself, Mia pulled out a notepad and pencil and began to doodle. The random lines seemed to move on their own, slowly taking shape into a face wearing sunglasses. She stared at it for a long moment before her hand, as if guided by instinct, began to fill in the background. Sunshine, coconut trees, a lone seagull drifting overhead. As the sketch came to life, so did the memory of their parting. Flashback time. A girl with pink highlights rushed toward the landing pad, suitcase rattling behind her. According to the itinerary, she'd first take Yggdrasil's private aircraft to Philosia, then transfer to New Hentaro. And with everything on such a tight schedule, of course she'd gone all out at the water park party the day before.
I swear I'll never stay up late again. Please let me make it.
Though the morning air was cool and brisk, Mia's forehead was slick with sweat. By the time she arrived, she was completely winded, clutching her suitcase handle in one hand and fanning herself with the other. If I'd known you were cutting it this close, I would have come to wake you up myself.
Huh?
The moment she saw me, her eyes lit up with a bright smile.
If I'd known you were coming to see me off, I would have bunked in your room with everyone else, just so you'd be the one to wake me up. So?
She stepped closer, until the space between us was so small we could feel each other's breath. Her warm, intent gaze locked onto mine.
Did you come all this way to see me off because, well, you couldn't bear to part with me?
That's right. I couldn't.
Huh?
Bro, Adjutant is hilarious. I wish other protagonists were like this. Caught completely off guard by my bluntness, her cheeks exploded with color, and she let out an adorably stunned interjection I'd never heard before. Your Game Master performance was wonderful. Everyone had a blast. So it's not just me. Acacia and the others are going to miss you too. You're welcome to visit us at Yggdrasil. We're all looking forward to the next round of Tabletop Expedition.
Oh, so that's what you meant.
Poor girl, he's definitely stringing her along here. Her gaze faltered. Even the little hair-tufted ears atop her head drooped slightly. Also, next time, make sure to let your parents know before you come. Telling them you were off to summer camp and then sneaking all the way out here on your own. If they knew the truth, they'd be worried sick.
Huh? How'd you know? Was it that call with my mom?
Yeah, Narita's got sharp ears. She overheard and filled me in.
Makes sense. Manifestations really live up to the hype. I was totally whispering. Phew! Next time, I'll tell my mom everything up front. And I'll tell her how awesome the Heimdall folks are. Getting to meet you all, spending the summer together, it's the best decision I've ever made.
I do hope we get to see more of her. She gave a little bounce, her voice rising with excitement. Yeah. Honestly, the moment she got the call from her mom, I knew she was gonna get busted. Say, doesn't everyone from New Hentaro eventually choose between becoming a transcendent or a bionic? Words I don't know. I wonder which path you'll take next time we meet. Whatever you choose, I know I'll be excited to see you again, no matter the form.
Next time we meet?
I think she might also be one of my favorites. She's got, like, total Marin Kitagawa vibes. In fact, I honestly would not be surprised if, like, Mia was inspired by Marin. Like, she's got blonde hair, but then it gradiates down into, like, the pink, and she's got the red eyes, and that's definitely a Marin Kitagawa smile. So, since I've only played chapter 14 in this, I can't say the same thing yet, Zabi, but I'll probably feel the same way as you. I actually prefer small harems in my stories. She repeated the words softly, her gaze lowering. Then, after a brief internal struggle, she looked up again, eyes shining with an earnest, almost desperate anticipation.
Actually, back in New
A gust of wind swept through just then, the roar of the propellers drowning out her words. The private aircraft slowly landed, steadily stopping in the center of the landing. I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it. Safe travels.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Poor Mia, Mr. Chance. Mia nodded absent-mindedly, then trotted off with her suitcase in tow. She hoisted it into the hatch and climbed partway in, only to freeze, a pang of wistfulness washing over her. After a few seconds, she bit her lip, spun around, and bolted back toward me.
Adjutant! I want to join Heimdall. I want to become a manifestation.
And thus, another member of the harem has been added. Her words caught me off guard, but the fire in her eyes said she meant every word. Why is that?
Why? Because after these past few days, seeing your lives up close, I realized something. Compared to the path my classmates and teachers are on, I want something different. I want to be like all of you. I want the power to shape my own future. So I...
She clenched her fists so tightly, her nails nearly dug into her palms. If that's what you want, you've already taken the first step. Hey Biz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I really do. Anime Hero Game, you are so right. She is hot. How old is she anyways? Let me check this. Let me check this out. Snowbreak. Yeah. Just gotta make sure. It says absolutely nothing. I'm gonna assume then that she is an adult. If she was like a teenager, I'd have to be like a part of the simp squad, like Akira and I. So like in my dress up darling, Marin Kitagawa is not actually a waifu for me. I don't know if anybody knows that. My waifu in my dress up darling is Akira. My darling. This one. Fucking love her. Akira is the best. This is who I would marry if I were in my dress up darling. But like me, she's a huge fan of Marin Kitagawa. So we would create the Marin Kitagawa Simp Squad if we got married. But since Mia's age is undetermined, I'm going to assume that she is at least an adult. I think everybody in Snowbreak outside of Acacia is 18 years.
What?
And knowing what you want and having the courage to act upon it, it's already impressive.
So, you're saying...
I'm sorry. That alone isn't enough to qualify you for the Heimdall Force.
Oh.
Don't be discouraged. That's just where you stand for now. Manifestations aren't defined by the power they wield, but by who they are, even before their transformation. Even when the road ahead is uncertain, even when it's full of danger, they press on without hesitation. As long as you keep going, change will come.
So, you think I'm still not ready? Then, what is it I'm missing?
Clarity of judgment. I gently tapped her forehead with a fingertip. Mia, no matter what happens, you need to stay composed. But that doesn't mean bottling things up. It means knowing when to hold back and when to act. To walk this path, you'll need both courage and composure.
Courage and composure? I'll do my best to really understand what you mean.
Good. But for now, your top priority is getting back to New Hentaro safe and sound.
What? Oh,
She glanced at her terminal. Time reserved for her connection window was shrinking fast. But at least, she had gotten to say everything she needed to.
I'll remember everything you told me, Adjutant.
Good
And
girl.
you better miss me, okay?
What name? Blushing from ear to ear, Mia dashed toward the aircraft under my gaze. Oh, are you talking about my name, Ginu? My way. Sajin is not bad. I wouldn't make her a waifu for me, but she's not bad. She's cute. And I just want to say this for posterity's sake, but Marin Kitagawa did it first when she found out where Gojo lived and showed up randomly on his doorstep, then stripped into a bikini. So, and she did it better. Marin did it better. but I don't judge people for their waifus. You should all be allowed to have whoever you want as your waifu. At the hatch, she paused again, turned around, and gave me a wave, eyes brimming with wistful longing. I smiled and waved back, keeping my hand raised until the aircraft climbed into the sky, growing smaller with every second. We all have our own waifus, and nobody should be judged for who they like, or what fictional characters they crush on, honestly. Just as I turned to leave, a single pale yellow leaf fluttered down at my feet. Looks like summer is nearly over. Yeah, they're definitely... Snowbreak is 100% never gonna beat those visual novel allegations. Am I done? Please tell me that's it. So, I think that's it. That looks like it. Everything's been checked. All the boxes have been ticked. Yeah, we're done. Let's go here. Words unachieved. Back. Alright, really quickly, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I gotta go, so I'll be right back though. In the meantime, I'll let you guys stare at my camera. Thinking my best. As you can tell, I apologize. I know you all like the cat more than me, but this is still my stream. We're doing this. We're doing this. Where was I? Right. So we're gonna go out of this. I think I got pretty much everything. Like, apparently there's one more reward, but I don't really want to deal with it. So we're gonna go here. Adjutant, preparations for the new mission location are complete. You can check the upcoming mission details here. Velocia. So, and... Stay safe, contact me again anytime you need logistics. Right, so... Right. It's not letting me do anything else. Alright. Well, shit. Okay. And this is chapter 15, I think. I'll look this up really quick. Did she just say owarida?
あなたは
Wait, what? Are we switching to Japanese?
スティクスリーパーのネリーダさん
What? Wait, what? So this is not in English, I'm assuming. I'm assuming they do not have the English version of this. What is going on here? Okay. That makes sense. Yep. I guess I'll be reading all of this. I'll do my best to act out appropriately, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't do female voices very well. You're not gonna get very good female voices with me. I can't even Yamate Kudasai very well. A deafening thud shook the battlefield as the Leviathan crashed to the ground, its impact snuffing out the raging flames in an instant. Damn. As the dust settled, a lone figure emerged, her lean, sculpted form clad in a dark combat suit, silver gray hair swaying in the faint moonlight, eyes gleaming like cold steel.
ヒーラ級のタイタンも所詮そこら辺のポンコツと変わらんの。
Ooh. I admit, this voice does things to me. A Gila class Titan. Huh. Just another pile of scrap metal. With a flick of her fingers, she brushed the ash from her shoulder. Her icy, dismissive remark cut through the air like a blade, a sharp sting to those who had just escaped death. But none of them protested. How could they? Behind the woman lay the crumpled Gila-class Titan, undeniable proof of her words. The towering colossus that had nearly wiped out an entire team of elite investigators was now nothing more than a lifeless husk beneath her heel.
ネリーダさんですよね。助けていただいてありがとうございます。私たちは
Are you Miss Narita? Thank you for saving us. The older of the two investigators summoned her courage, stepping forward to speak to Narita. I do like that outfit. She didn't spare them a glance. Without a word, she turned and strode away, her silhouette etched against the dying embers of battle, like a goddess of death risen from the ashes, maybe? We're here to assist you.
命は一度限りだ。
You will
こん
die.
なところで無駄にするな。
There's no point in throwing your lives away here. Her authoritative tone left no room for argument, further unsettling the shaken survivors. Yet she was right. Ahead lay the remains of Likang North, once a city of miracles, a gem of human civilization, now reduced to a living hell by Titagen contamination. For them, stepping into that place was as good as suicide. From this point on, the battlefield belonged to Narita alone.
ネリーダ先輩、笑ってるのになんであんなに怖いんだろう。なんだか
タイタンよりも
Terrifying. Even when she smiles, she's scarier than the Titans.
だってあの方正真正銘のスティクスリーパーだから。
Well, they don't call her the Styx Reaper for nothing. You know, it's interesting because we just saw her being like the clumsiest ditz and an airhead in like the the previous little limited edition mission things. The Cerulean, I'll just call it the bikini games. And now she's like being super serious, and I cannot like associate the two. There's like a disassociation here.
無理やり駆り出された私たちと違って、タイタンとの真っ向勝負が日常茶飯事のような人なのよ。
Unlike us, thrown into this nightmare with no other choice, battling Titans is just another day for her. As the woman faded into the distance, the survivors finally exhaled, only now realizing they'd been holding their breath. A storm of emotions churned within them. Relief at escaping death, hopelessness in the face of an overwhelming foe, and above all, a reverence for the woman known as the strongest of all. So she's the strongest. You know, she does have silver hair. She's got that Gojo vibe. In the end, those feelings twisted and melded together, becoming something else. A certain kind of pride.
本当に味方でよかった。
I'm just glad she's on our side. I don't know what you tweeted, Die Anime, but just keep it up. Just keep it there. Whatever it is.
でもそれがいつまで続くかは
But she won't be for long, will she? What does that mean? It was a perfect day in home. Bright, clear, and comfortably warm. The glass facade of the grand white structure shimmered under the dazzling sunlight.
いい天気。分析員、やっぱり私、新しく買った水着を持ってこうかな。
Woo! What a beautiful day. Hey, Adjutant, do you think I should go pack my new bathing suit too? As much as I'd love to say yes, we're leaving in 10 minutes. I would probably say no. I don't think this is an 18 plus chat. Especially because I don't think this is considered an 18 plus game. Is it? Maybe. I don't think it is. Besides, unless you figured out how to sunbathe under storm clouds, you do know the forecast at our destination, right?
忘れてないよ。現実から目をそらしてるだけだから。
Don't worry, I will look up your tweet after I'm done with this stream. So I'll be able to see it regardless. Yeah, I was just trying not to face reality. Nita laced her fingers behind her head, gave a small shake of frustration, then joked.
だってほら、せっかく分析員と海に行くんだから、私のパーフェクトボディを見せなきゃって思ってさ。
I mean, come on. How often do I get the chance to hit the beach with you? You expect me not to flex these killer muscles? I've been putting in the work, you know. I will say, does look like she's got some abs going on there. Bro, this is obviously a Gooner. Where have you been the last 2 hours that I've been playing? This is obviously a Gooner. Not only is this a Gooner game, but this is a Gooner game that actually goes places. Unlike literally every other Gooner game. Except Lads. Lads is like the only one that goes places. Bruh. Battlefield 6.
ほらほら。
See? With that, she struck a dramatic pose, as if she were competing in a bodybuilding contest. So basically, she's like a muscle mommy.
ニタってば単純ね。
Oh, Nita, you are adorably clueless about these things. She's got that Katya's got that Ada vibe. Soft laughter rippled among the girls. Katya narrowed her eyes and sighed.
そんなんじゃ分析員はときめかないわよ。
That's not how you get the adjutant's heart racing.
え？
Actually, I've got a thing for muscles.
分析員にはまだ私の知らない思考があるのね。
Really? So there are still some things I can learn about you. Katya chuckled as she stepped closer, running a finger along my cheek.
こら、カシア。
Hey, Katya, you...
ほてってないし、呼吸も
cheeks
落ち着い
not
てる。
burning,
嘘じゃな
breathing
さそうね。
steady. So you're not lying.
さて、なら私も腹筋を鍛えようかしら。
Alright then. Guess I'd better start working on my abs. Nah, you're fine the way you are. Katya shook her head with her hands on her hips. No need to chain yourselves for me. You're all attractive in your own ways.
フリティア先生、風邪でもひいちゃったの？
So this is Boo Boo.
さらっとそんなことを言うなんて、さすが分析員ね。
Only you could say something like that with a straight face.
どうやら余計なおせっかいだったみたい。
Guess I don't know you as well as I thought.
今回の任務で選ばれなかったのが、やっぱり悔しいわ。
Speaking of surprises, I'm still sore that you didn't pick me for the mission this time. I've got a lot of
この後
options.
隙をついて、こっそり飛行機に忍び込もうかしら。
Oh, I know. Maybe I'll just sneak onto the plane when no one's looking.
それは無理だね。今回は私、24時間ずっと分析員のそばで見張ってるつもりだから。
Not on my watch. This time, I'm sticking to the adjutant like glue. 24 hours a day. Is that really necessary?
全然。1日が24時間じゃなかったら、432時間ぶっ続けで見張るつもりだったし。
It's funny because I'm fairly certain that Zen is a negative connotation, but in here they're using it to say absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if our days were longer, I'd go for 432 hours straight.
ニタがそこまで言うなら安心ね。
Well then, since Nita is so determined to guard the adjutant, I can sleep easier while you are away. Katya's playful smile faded, her expression turning more serious as she met my gaze.
気をつけて。
Safe travels. My Japanese is mid at best. いえ、日本語の、日本語少しだけ. I only know a little Japanese. They probably know a lot more than I do. And Zen, like you can, like it's, technically it's always been used in a more negative connotation. But a lot of recent changes, like recent adaptations to how people speak has basically changed how people so like normally used to say like Zenzen Shiranai, which is I really don't know what you don't know. Shiranai is don't know, and Zenzen is like emphasis on it, like really, I really don't know. Or like Zenzen Wakarimasen, which is like I really don't understand. Or you could just say Zenzen Inayo, which is no. Absolutely 100% no. But a lot of people now are using it for like absolutely. So, like, they're using it in a more, like, positive connotation. And this is just normal. I think a lot of languages over time change. You know, English has changed a lot from back in, like, from hundreds of years ago. Even Japanese has changes a lot, and it's a much older language. Same to you, Katya. Good luck with the recon operation in Philosia.
もちろん、分析員たちが帰ってくるまでに終わらせておくわ。
You can count on me. We'll have everything wrapped up by the time you get back.
その
The man, the myth, the legend? Definitely not me. Man. A part of me is like, finds this really arousing. Another part is like, wow, that's gotta hurt. Is she like cutting off the flow of blood with that bondage going on right there? Also, are these pasties? It's hard to tell, but they look almost like pasties. What's wrong, Boo Boo?
なんかごめんね。私の実力じゃきっと今回も分析員の力になれないと思うけど。
Sorry. I know I'm not strong enough to join you on the mission this time.
でもやっぱりもう一度分析員と一緒に解禁がしたい。
No. No, you cannot. These boobs belong to the adjutant. But still, I really wanted to go out in the field with you again. We will, someday. Actually, there's something else I'd like you to help me with.
本当？この天使ブブに何でもお任せあれ。
Really? You need me for something, adjutant? Also, honto means really. Figured I'd let you guys know that. Yes. While I'm away, could you go through the intel we got from our field team in Shuozhou? We didn't find Rose in there last time, but she definitely left traces behind.
うまくできるかわからないけど、みんなに追いつくために頑張るから。
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure if I can nail it, but I'll give it my all. And one more thing.
何？まだ何かあるの？
What else? Anything for you? Also, she's saying in the subtitles, but Nani actually means what? Nani, what? If you have time, could you perform one of your geomancer rituals and make the weather at Sharon Base as sunny as it is here today?
なんだ、それくらい安心して任せておいて。
No problem. It's a walk in the park for Boo Boo the Geomancer. With a proud grin, she puffed out her chest and gave it a confident pat. Even though it was just a light-hearted joke, she still played along with complete sincerity. My doesn't compute. It doesn't compute? My doesn't compute.
ちょっと。
Chotto. Wait. Yao elbowed her way through the group before jogging up to me.
アクロポリス学院の人も同行するんでしょ？ちゃんと身だしなみには気をつけてね。
I heard someone from the Academica Acropolis is joining you on this mission. I'd better make you look presentable. What is going on in my chat right now? By the way, if you wanted to say your brain is a little broken today in Japanese, you would say, Yo wa atama ga doro doro. Her cheeks flushed as she bowed her head, gently smoothing the creases in my coat. Ever since our covenant, She had started putting more effort into certain things. What if I end up looking too good and accidentally steal their hearts?
だったらなーに？別にそれくらい気にしないよ。
Oh man, she gained some confidence. I'm so it's so funny that the adjutant acts like this. Bro, he's got so much confidence. I am telling you this while your brain is broken. Lots of it. I'm pretty sure that entire thing is sticky. Rafnar. Then, with everyone watching, she rose on her tiptoes and pressed a soft kiss to my lips.
とにかく早く帰ってきてね。
Just don't
みん
take
なと
too
こ
long,
こで待っ
okay?
てるから。
We'll be waiting. I'll be back before you know it.
安心しなって。私がついてるから大丈夫。ちゃんと最後まで分析員の面倒を見るよ。
Geez, Yao, chill. I'll take care of the adjutant. He's in good hands with me. Daijobu.
そう？本当は見てもらう側じゃなければいいけど。
Oh? You sure he won't be the one taking care of you?
なんて鋭いツッコミ。
Sharp comeback.
まあ、とにかく二人とも無事に帰ってきて。
Anyway, just make sure you come back in one piece.
もちろんさ。
Of course I will. Mochiron sa. Sa must be like a dialect thing. Alright. Time to set off.
それじゃみんな、またね。
Matane. Well then, everyone. See ya. Also, if any of you actually did want to like figure out how they're talking, in Japanese, the way sentences are written is typically, not always, but typically, subject, object, verb. Just saying. After waving goodbye to the others, Nita stepped up beside me, flashing a confident smile. With all eyes on us, she threw an arm around my shoulder.
今回は私に任せな。今の私、一味違うんだから。
I've got this. Just watch me. I glanced her way, unable to hold back a grin. Oh? And here I thought I'd been watching you this whole time.
そういえばそうだね。
Huh? Well, can't argue with that. A faint blush swept across her face, but she quickly shook it off with her signature spirited laughter. Always get cool. To be fair, most people who know English don't know English. Warm sunlight streamed through the porthole windows, casting a soft glow over us. Seated by the window, Nita's tanned skin shimmered in the light, radiating a quiet warmth. During the flight, she spent a long time telling me about her training, how hard she had been pushing herself lately. Pretty good for a second language, honestly. Eventually, a wave of drowsiness caught up to her.
分析員、やっと孤児院を建て替えるためのお金を貯めたね。
And we finally saved enough to rebuild the orphanage. So I couldn't figure out what word in that is orphanage, but okane, money. Kane. Spanish, huh? You know, I learned Spanish in like elementary school. And then I forgot it all. I know American. I speak American. American. Everybody should learn to speak American. English. It's actually funny. I went to Japan once and there was this dude yelling at a poor bus driver who didn't speak English. He's like, why don't you people speak American? I'm like, oh my fucking God. Lord have mercy. You ask people to speak American. You don't even know your fucking language. It's actually funny. There are people who legit do that. they demand you speak American, not knowing American's not actually a language.
余った分は分析員にあれ買って
By the way, kate is buy. Kate. Technically, it's kao. Then, whatever's left, I'll use it to buy you that thing. Bro was just following the American way. Before she could finish, her head gently tipped onto my shoulder, her breathing slowing into a calm, steady rhythm. Was sound asleep. Watching her this relaxed filled me with a quiet sense of peace and comfort. It would be a while before we arrived. Maybe I should get some rest too and make the most of this warm sunshine. Adjusting my posture, I closed my eyes, letting the gentle warmth lull me to sleep. The cabin was hushed and cozy, with only the occasional murmurs of slumber breaking the silence. The weightless stillness felt like a dream unfolding in slow motion, drawing me deeper into its embrace. Speaking of dreams, somewhere in the hazy blur of my mind, I saw her again, the girl who had been frequenting my dreams recently. This time, she wasn't hidden behind any screen. She stood right in front of me, dressed in a pristine white dress. Her lips parted, her voice as clear as if she were truly there. Onegai, please. Watashi o shitenaide. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Wonder if she's saying adjutant. By the time I woke, the world outside the porthole had completely changed. Warm spring sunlight was gone, replaced by heavy clouds stretching endlessly across a dull gray sky. Nita, we're almost there.
もう着いた
Already? Bro. Nita rubbed her cheek against my shoulder, her eyes fluttering open.
なんか空めちゃくちゃ暗くない？
Wait, why is it so dark? I slept all day?
任務遂行地点に到着。周辺に脅威は未確認。これより飛行機は着陸態勢に入る。
Approaching designated landing site. No immediate threats detected. Preparing descent. Hold on tight. Huh? Oh, okay. That doesn't sound nearly as dramatic as Nita screaming. The aircraft lurched sharply as it began its descent, turbulence rattling us in our seats.
やべえじゃん。通信機使えなくなってるよ。
Great. My communicator signal is completely dead. It's probably the aftermath of the recent Titan descent. Contamination levels must be dangerously high. Until we set up a dedicated comm station, we're totally cut off. The moment I stepped out of the hatch, a familiar, stifling heaviness settled over me. The Titogen contamination here was nearly as bad as in the drowned sections, which I've never been to, but the dead signal wasn't our only problem. Nita, how are you feeling?
私全然元気だって。
Me? Huh. I'm all good. Zen zen. So Genki is feeling. Feeling good. If you were feeling bad, you'd say Genki janai.
ほら、ピンピンしてるでしょ。
Look. Arms, legs, everything's working just fine. Swish swish. With that, she threw a quick flurry of punches right in front of me. That's good to hear. Looks like the new exosuit has also boosted your resistance to Titagen contamination. Speaking of which...
ああ、ルンドゥビのことか。
Ah, you mean Pulse.
昔のやつの中に着てるよ。
What is that? I'm actually wearing it underneath the old one. So what is Pulse? She pulled up her top, revealing the golden fabric underneath. The material looked like some kind of synthetic fiber, soft yet incredibly durable, molding perfectly to her form. It looks great, so why keep it covered?
適合テストは通過したけど、やっぱり古いやつの方が使い慣れてていいと思って。
Even though I passed the adaptive training test, I just feel more comfortable using my old gear. She scratched the back of her head, a flicker of hesitation crossing her eyes, before she clenched her fists again.
ルンドゥビの本当の力は大事な時のために取っておくよ。
I want to save Pulse's true power for when it really matters. Her expression tensed just slightly, but it was enough for me to catch the message. I could tell she wasn't completely confident in handling the exosuit's energy system. Like Fenny's and Life's new exosuits, Pulse could push its wearer's Deos to its full potential, drastically boosting their combat power, but it required absolute control from the user. And despite Nita's usual tough and confident exterior, deep down...
そして私はやってのけた。バルダー抑制剤の副作用にも耐えて、覚醒者になってヘイムダルに入った。
And I did it. I survived the side effects of the Balder inhibitors, became a manifestation, and joined the Heimdall force.
お腹を空かせる心配も、安全な寝床を探す必要もなくなった。
Then I didn't need to worry about where my next meal would come from, or where to sleep each night.
社員寮に住めばベッドは選び放題だし、ソファーで寝たっていい。スナック棚があるから、好きな時に腹ごしらえもできる。
I live in the base, I can sleep in my bed if I want. I can even sleep on the couch if I want. And there's always stuff to eat in the pantry.
おまけにタイタン汚染がなくて空気までうまい。まったく尺に触るくらいだ。
There's no Titagen contamination and the air smells a hell lot better.
それに、分析員もいて。
Ah, and you are there too.
昔は、他人が私をどう見ているのかなんて知ったこっちゃないと思ってた。
I never...
だけど、分析員と出会ってから、私は動揺した。
I never cared what other people thought of me before, but you make me question everything.
分析員と出会ってから初めて、私は自由でいられなくなって、初めて劣等感を覚えた。
You are the first person to make me worry about myself, to make me feel humble.
分析員をがっかりさせるのが怖くて、分析員が私のことをどう見ているのか気になってきた。
I'm so...
私は私らしくなくなったんだ。
I'm so scared to disappoint you that I started to care about what you think of me. It's totally unlike me. Deep down, she had her own fears and insecurities. Only I understood why. Because she cherished her hard-won happiness too much to risk losing it. So I chose not to say anything. Instead, I just smiled and gave her cheek a gentle pinch. Well, let's just call it the ace of your sleeve then. Whatever works best for you. A flicker of surprise crossed Nita's face. Besides, no matter which exosuit you wear, I know you'll handle it just fine.
もちろんだよ。分析員がそばにいるからさ。
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're with me, I can handle anything. She nodded, her confident smile settling back into place. Seeing that she had cheered up, I steered the conversation back to the mission. By the way, Nita, have you spotted the Academica Acropolis aircraft?
様子を見てくるよ。ちょっと待ってて。
I'll take a look. Give me a second. ちょっと待ってて. Give me a second. ちょっと待ってて. Okay. With that, Nita climbed onto a collapsed stone pillar, using the rubble for cover as she scanned the horizon.
どうやら私たち以外の飛行機はないみたい。
As far as the eye can see, it's just us. No other aircraft in sight. By the way, watashi is us or we. Watashi is I. So watashi, I. Watashi, us or we. That doesn't add up. According to the last update from the Acropolis, Investigator Narita was supposed to arrive 30 minutes ahead of us to set up the comm station.
あ、待って分析。あそこに飛行機が。
Oh, wait. Look over there, Adjutant. It's a plane. So I'm assuming
アクロポリス学院のものみたい。でも墜落してるし、もしかしたらネリーダも。
That's the Institute's aircraft. But it looks like it crashed. Does that mean Miss Narita is already... Following her gaze, I pulled out my binoculars and scanned the rocky shoreline in the distance. No, she's fine. Nita studied the wreckage again. Then, a realization dawned on her.
あ、死体も人の血痕も残ってないからか。
No bodies or signs of blood. I nodded and gestured toward another spot nearby. Look over there.
足跡。
Footprints.
それから何かを引きずる跡。
And drag marks? Yeah. Looks like she dragged something heavy toward the center of that structure. Like a crate.
わかった。
Wakatta is the past tense for I understand, which is wakaru. Wakaru, I understand. Wakatta, understood. Or I understand as well. Wakarimasu is also I understand, but it's present tense. She jumped down from the pillar, readjusted her weapon, then pulled her tactical cloak over her shoulders.
バレないように追跡するんでしょ?
We're going stealth, right? I gave her another nod. This was Nita in combat mode. Sharp, precise, meticulous. A stark contrast to her usual demeanor. As for Narita, Yggdrasil and the Academica Acropolis might have been allies on paper, but we still couldn't be sure if she was truly on our side.
分析員、遠くで新しい変異者が現れたみたい。
Bunseki, I'm assuming means adjutant. Adjutant, I think I see newly formed change in the distance. That could be a contamination hotspot. We might even find a Mori fragment there. Focusing my senses on the area ahead, I felt an unusually dense surge of energy. Energy. And give me a second. I'm gonna order food because I don't feel like cooking right now. I got a call. I missed a call. Or someone. I'd say sorry I missed your call, but
アニムス？しかも新手の中型タイタンまで。
Mori fragment? Wait, you mean there could be another mid-sized Titan there? Indeed. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Let's see, what is a good place to eat? What am I craving? I've heard Chick-fil-A is pretty good, but I'm kind of craving a sandwich. I want a sandwich. Let me see here. Sandwich. I had that yesterday, bruh. We're doing a sandwich. Let's see. There is Jimmy John's. Capriaccio Sandwich Shop. No. Pot Belly Sandwich Works. Jersey Mike's. That is what I had yesterday. Yes, it was a calzone, but calzones are basically just like pizza sandwiches. I'm craving something. You know what? Let's go with Mexican. Mexican. What do we have for Mexican? I do prefer Firehouse subs. Usually when I do Firehouse subs, I get their meatball sandwiches, or like it's like a pizza sandwich, but it's like meatballs with marinara sauce and pepperoni. Is all it really is. Let's try Amato's Mexican food. No. You know what? I'm just gonna go with one of my one of what I always get. Let's do Where the fuck is it? Not here. Not here. Fine, we're gonna go with Mac Attack. And we're gonna go buffalo chicken mac and cheese. I do like buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Oh wait, let's... Oh yeah, that's fine. Buffalo chicken mac and cheese. That's what we're doing. Ordered. It'll be here in like 30 minutes. There we go. 37 to 52 minutes is what I'm told. Yes. Anime. Alright, time to go. Usually, Mori fragments or depleted Titagen only appeared in the wake of a Titan descent, which meant the fallout from the 1 weeks ago still wasn't over. What am I looking at here? A little girl and a big girl. What really puzzled me, though, was how Narita, a half-manifestation, had managed to survive in such extreme hydrogen contamination. The Styx Reaper, huh? She might be an even bigger headache than a Titan. Heh. Guess I'll just have to see for myself. By the way, question for all of you. How is my voice acting so far? Any good? I don't want to play this right now. I got no choice, though. Your battle's starting me and I can't even choose my third option. Whatever. Whatever. Let's do this.
Oh, this is insane. A research base? More like some ancient temple. Hear that? Something's up ahead. Let's move, Adjutant. I'll take point.
Man, I would clap those cheeks so hard.
Are you satisfied with my performance?
That's exactly it. I can't do anything. I really... Ugh. Do you know if there's like a way to contact the developers and be like, hey, you need to fix your shit?
Saves me the trouble of picking you off one by one.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Anger can become a cage.
Phil, I'll bury you.
Predictable. You're no match for me.
I don't know what that attack is.
An opportunity. Huh?
Ah.
Adjutant, let's head inside.
Satisfied with my
Yeah,
performance?
I know. Probably an ambush waiting for us. But with you here, I'm not afraid of anything. All right.
Good
Let's show
girl.
'em what we're made of.
So what does this thing do? Jellyfish. It's a jellyfish. This way.
That's weird. Footprints just stop here. Wait, does this mean the reader's nearby?
Ooh.
That's it. I didn't even break a sweat.
Alright, I guess I can... What's this? Can I do something with this? Like, can I open this? No?
Timing is everything.
You can't beat it. It's that strong.
I guess I can't. Alright, well, whatever. I feel like there should be a way to unlock this.
Huh? That's all they've got.
So really quickly, we're gonna exit this. I want to show you guys something. So someone mentioned like doing the legacy. Yeah. So like you can see here, legacy is locked. So until I do this, apparently I cannot do legacy mode. Just for reference, I cannot do anything. Not gonna do that right now. We're gonna super pass. These. Now, where did I go to get? Ah, this is where you get the daily thing. What is this? AR encounter. Dear God. Oh. Yeah, I figured as much, but at least I get one thing for free, even if it's garbage. But the AR encounter, what is the AR encounter? What is this? This feature is mobile only. Bro. Fucking, that's lame. That's absolute garbage. Well, I'm officially jealous of mobile phone players now. I never thought that would happen. But here we are. That's not what I wanted. Ascent pass. What is this? Ah! So here's the wishes. So, and I've got the pure heart already, which means I should do this one. But I don't have any of these. Mr. Event Echo item used to apply for special weapon. Okay, so I can't make a wish. Random weapon chest. So how do I get these? Is that here? Wall. Ah. So like this, like the honeycomb. Gotcha. Now, I do not have enough of those. So I guess at some point I'll have to try and get more. Alright. Back to the fight, I guess. Progress 2. We fought our way through wave after wave of enemies, finally reaching the end of the path. Not a single human was in sight in the plaza before the elevator shaft. Instead, a mass of energy pulsed erratically in the air, its eerie glow twisting and writhing as it slowly took shape. The surrounding enemies seemed drawn to the anomaly, flocking toward it like moths to a flame. By the way, target means target. That big guy's our target, right? I was just replying to a message. I didn't slow down, shooting Nita a knowing look. She clenched her fist, and with a sharp mechanical whir, the robotic arms on her back unfolded. Leave the small fry to me. Wyatt. Without warning, several glowing energy ribbons shot up from beneath the ground. Adjutant, watch out! An ambush! Abunai. Reacting instantly, Nita shifted her stance, deploying her mechanical arms into a solid shield between me and the ribbons. Wait! In her rush to protect me, she had overlooked one small detail. This wasn't an ambush. Or rather, it wasn't aimed at us. Those ribbons weren't meant to ensnare or strike. They were conduits or channeling energy. And the target of their focal point was that newborn titan.
これでしまいだ。
Good riddance. これどしまいだ. A deafening boom ripped through the area as massive beams erupted from the point where the ribbons converged, slicing straight through the Titan. Taking advantage of the opening, I locked onto its core and hurled a grenade. Nita, you okay?
私は平気。あの攻撃、私たちを狙ってたわけじゃなかったんだ。
I'm fine. So that attack wasn't for us, huh?
運のいいやつだと聞いていたが、本当のようだ。
Huh. People say you can cheat death. Guess they weren't wrong. Man, those are quite the stilettos. Holy stiletto, Batman. A bold, teasing laugh sliced through the night air. If I could whistle, I'd be whistling right now. I can't whistle. I looked up, drawn to its source, her gaze sharp and predatory, gleaming as if she had just locked onto fresh prey. You know, her expression reminds me of this anime I saw, and it's literally just like girls looking down at you in disdain. Perched atop a towering pile of rubble, she lounged effortlessly, one leg crossed over the other, the tip of her boot tapping lightly, as if keeping time to an unheard beat. A swirling ribbon of energy coiled between her fingers, its crimson sheen accentuating her cold, striking features. Beautiful, deadly. Huh. With a flick of her wrist, the energy ribbon snapped taut, her icy red lips curving into an inscrutable smile.
ユグドラシルのヒーロー分析員というのはお前だな。
The legendary hero from Yggdrasil. That's you, isn't it?
おい、人のこと聞く前に、まず自分から名乗るのが筋ってもんだろ。
He sounds kind of like a gangster. Hey, how about you introduce yourself before you start grilling us?
第5研究所、イエロッ社、ニューガントラ。
Let's see. From one battlefield to the next. The 5th Research Institute. Yerus, New Henturo.
この間だと、北帝営にある寺家の屋敷か。
And most recently, the G Family Manor at Beiting. So the G Family Manor is actually where they start us off in this game. Right now, at least. She ignored Nita completely.
今まで数々の地獄を乗り越えてきたはずだ。
By now, I imagine you have walked through hell and back more times than you'd care to admit. Hang on one second, guys. Hang on. I'm just checking to see where my food is right now. So, Brittany is my courier, and she is on her way. She's on her way. Don't worry, you guys. I know how concerned you were about my food. She tilted her head slightly, her piercing gaze slicing through me like a blade, as though silently asking,
死へのせめての敬意すらなくしたのか?
Have you really lost all fear of death? I didn't flinch. Instead, I met her gaze head on, a quiet, assured smile tugging at my lips. Appreciate the compliments, but let's get one thing straight.
なんだ?
Oh, and what's that? Nanda? Nanda? So far, I haven't felt even the slightest threat of death. For a split second, surprise flickered in her eyes. Supplies. Only to melt into something more unreadable. Amusement, intrigue, maybe even fascination.
面白い.
Interesting. Omoshiroi. She rose to her feet with effortless grace. Her heels clicked against the rubble, each step measured, deliberate, closing the distance between us.
ネリーだよ。アクロポリス学院の首席調査員だ。
Narita, chief investigator of Academica Acropolis. With a subtle nod and a fleeting glint of approval, she extended her hand, palm up, as if offering an invitation. But I knew better. This wasn't just a friendly test. Or friendly gesture. Friendly gesture. I skipped right over. It was a test. An unspoken challenge.
Nerida.
Oi, Nerida. Nita saw through her too. She stepped in front of me, positioning herself as a shield, her glare as sharp as a blade unsheathed.
分析員に何か度が過ぎたことをしたらただじゃおかねえから。
Try laying the finger on the adjutant. I'll make sure you regret it. The air grew heavy with tension, pressing in around them. I let out a slow, measured breath. So basically, whatever I'm doing this at the same time. So I'm doing both of these. Since you've already heard about us, I guess there's no need for introductions. So let's cut to the chase. Narita, we accept your cooperation request. Both of them froze for a moment, but Narita quickly regained her composure.
ブロックセラムを回収するまで退屈しなさそうだ。
Well, this mission to recover the confinement serum just got interesting. She cast Nita a fleeting, frosty glance.
こんな彼氏がいるとは幸運だな。
You're lucky, having a partner like this.
彼氏?
So, right, Karashi is partner. Partner?
そうだよ。羨ましいだろう。
Yeah. You must be jealous of us. Even though she tried to play it cool, the bright red of her earlobes betrayed her.
なら、こうしよう。
Then it settled. She tightened her grip on my hand, making her intent unmistakably
分
clear.
析員、任務を終えたら一緒にアクロポリス学院に来てほしい。
Oh my. Once this mission is over, I'll take you back to Academica Acropolis with me.
それはまず私を通してもらうよ。
Then you're gonna have to get through me first. Before I could respond, Nita clenched her fists, stepping in to answer on my behalf. I don't need to voice act that, do I? At that, Narita let out a quiet chuckle, released my hand, and turned her attention back to the Titan remains.
冗談だ。忘れてくる。
I was just joking. So Joden is joking.
そうだ。
Joden.
一応聞くが、こいつの処理は私に任せてくれないか。
That aside, out of formality, I suppose I should check with you first. Would you mind if I handle the Titan core? Go ahead. I didn't stop her. Instead, I watched closely, waiting to see what she would do next. Alright, food is almost here. Taking a deep breath, she stretched out her hand toward the still flickering mass of energy. Then I saw something remarkable. The essence within the depleted Titan surged toward her, pouring into her body like waves crashing onto shore.
なんだ？食事に誘ってほしいのか？
What's the matter? Want to join me for dinner? Noticing my gaze, she turned, her lips curling into a playful smirk. Then it hit me. She must be like those half-manifestations in the military. Essentially, they harness Titagen to push the limits of human potential. However, do you realize the consequences of what you are doing?
バカを言え。どうなるかは100も承知だ。
Of course.
だが、誰かがやらなくてはならなくてな。
But someone has to do it.
ここまで来ているお前なら、よくわかっているはずだ。
And let's be honest, you know this as well as I do.
強者たる者、己の命以外にもたくさん背負わなくちゃならない。
The strong don't fight only for themselves. An unexpected response, yet the sincerity in her eyes made it hard to doubt. To confirm my suspicions, I closed my eyes and focused on the energy she was giving off.
あんたみたいな人、アクロポリス学院にはまだまだいるってこと？
Are there-
彼女たちは
Are there others like you in the Academica Acropolis? Do they also?
惜しいが、そんな彼女たちはいない。
Sadly, there aren't any others. She closed her eyes, her gray lashes fluttering slightly, casting soft shadows beneath them. Her lips held their usual poised curve, yet a subtle wistfulness flickered in her gaze.
この道に踏み入って、この力を使いこなせたのは、最初から最後まで私一人だ。
Of all who have walked this path, I've always been the only one capable of wielding this power. Oh, I thought that was over. We're still doing it. Thanks for waiting. After a long while, as the last traces of depleted Titagen faded, Narita and I opened our eyes at the same time. Let's move on. Narita, you still have the comm station, don't you? Earlier, while tracking her, we had found more than just footprints. There were deep drag marks, clear evidence that she had been hauling something heavy.
ほう、鋭い観察眼を持っているようだ。
Sharp observation, I must say. With a slight curl of her finger, an energy ribbon lashed forward, yanking a steel crate from beneath the rubble.
汚染源はもう排除されたわけだ。ここに置いておこう。
Since the contamination source is gone, let's just set it up here.
ここに？
Right here, so Koko, here. Ni is often used as like a particle to indicate location. You can also use ni as like a kombini ni ikeru yo or ikimasu. So ikimasu means to go. So convenience store, convenience store ni ikimasu. Convenience store ni will go. Quick Japanese lesson. Yes, it's close to the lift and surrounded by solid cover. Easy to defend, hard to breach. I looked around and nodded in agreement. She was right. Once the comm station was set up, we'd stepped into the lift. We stepped into the lift, leading down to the sea floor. The location of the confinement serum, our objective. It was also the most heavily contaminated place in the area after the Titan descent. And if my instincts were right, a large Titan would be waiting for us down there. The cramped elevator intensified the sense around me. Summer's golden fruit on one side, winter's solemn pines on the other, both filling my senses at once. I stood between them, their contrasting notes intertwining yet never blending. Suddenly, a glint of metal caught my eye. Pinned to Narita's chest was a small insignia, its shape distinct and unmistakable. I recognized it instantly. It was a Yerus aerospace badge. You are from Yerus? Her hand brushed over the badge, fingers lingering on the star-shaped mark, as if reaching for a long-forgotten memory. Oh, I think my food just arrived. Hang on a sec, you guys. My order is here. Mac Attack is here. I'll be right back. Don't leave me, okay? I'll be very sad if you do. Behold, the buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese. For some reason, they actually gave me 2. No idea why. None. I don't think I ordered 2, but maybe I did and I didn't realize it. Give me a sec. Her hand brushed over the badge, fingers lingering on the star-shaped... Oh, right, I already did that.
というよりだった。もう昔のことだから。
BOGO deal. BOGO deal. That explained a lot. Earlier, as I watched her absorb the energy, something felt off. Titagen was corroding her nerve. She could slow the damage by continuously drawing in its energy, and outwardly, there were no visible symptoms. But unlike my ability to convert Titagen energy, all she did was substitute. It simply was like replacing bricks in a fortress wall, one by one with fragile glass. Sooner or later, that wall would collapse. I was certain that she knew it. Truth, the one who had walked through hell and back countless times, lost all fear. her. Oh. This isn't bad, though I think my buffalo mac and cheese is better. The soft hum of the elevator was reminiscent of winds that carried echoes past. Just like the people of Eurus spent their lives battling natural disasters, oppression, and fate itself. Narita, too, bore the weight of a life with no other options. And I think this is actual game, but we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna head off. So let's do this. Let's go. We need 2 more people. We're gonna do Benny. What? Why not? I actually like this one better, if I'm being honest.
Guard bots too. Thought we only had to deal with the change.
Yeah, the Acropolis is combat sentinels. Old models, though.
It's really...
Huh?
It's really annoying how they switch from Japanese to English right now.
Phil, I'll bury you.
Timing is everything. The enemy's breached the system. The door up ahead is locked. Just a moment. I'll handle this. We're just getting started.
So I assume whatever that is, I just can't open it. It's a little
As
weird.
a former investigator, this skill is fundamental.
Honestly, if I was
What's this?
this
An
studio,
interactive hacking program. Stay sharp.
I would not
and break
release
through
this
the
in
firewall.
English until it was finished.
An opportunity presents itself.
Another one? You've got to be kidding me.
Well done. Let's keep it through. That's it. I didn't even break a sweat. Stay calm. Once we're
That's
through,
it?
we'll have...
We're in already. Damn, gotta hand it to the Acropolis's tech. But, Adjutant, you hear that? Something's down there.
An opportunity presents itself. We're just getting started. That's it. I didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, cutscene. An actual cutscene.
Ah, get back! Still in one piece, you two?
The battle's over. Isn't there anything more challenging?
Right? So this was it. I think I'm gonna head out for now. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I think three hours is a pretty good amount. There's extreme training for new. Oh, right. I am not gonna. We're gonna. What are we? Claim all the things, then head out. Thank you, Tin Can, for joining me. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you guys chatting on here too. I feel like it's getting a little more lively. So I will see you guys later. I'm gonna eat my food, and not gonna watch me do this. But I will. I will see you all later. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. Always a good thing. In can. Calden. None of that anime is still on here, but I will. Have a good one, you guys.